Good morning, class. So today we're looking at the November, the Standard 6, which is grade 8, first paper on page 201. Okay? For homework you have to do this paper. Question 1 and 2. Okay. So for this video we will cover that, those questions. Okay. So let's look at the first question. We are told, question 1, define a prime number. What is a prime number? It's a number that only has two factors, namely 1 and itself. So a prime number only has two factors, 1 and itself. You all okay with that? Okay. In question 1.2, the question says find the LCM of 18 and 24. So for the LCM, we must work out the multiples of 18 and the multiples of 24. That's one way of doing it. Or I can use it by prime numbers. Not so. So what are the prime numbers of 18? The products of its prime factors. It's 2. 2 goes into 18 how many times? 3. 3 once. Not so? Let's put this on the side. I'll do both ways for you, okay? So 18 can be written as 2 times 3 squared. We're going to look at 24. 2 goes 12. 2 goes 6. 2 goes 3. 3 goes 1. So for 24, it's going to be 2 cubed times 3. So for the lowest common multiple, the rule says the base does not have to occur in all of it, and we will take the highest exponent. Not so. The base does not have to occur in all of it, and we take the highest exponent. So 2 we'll have to consider. The highest exponent is 3. Sorry about my voice. 3 squared and 3, the highest is going to be 3 squared. So 2 cubed is 8, 3 squared is 9. Let's give you an answer of 72. That is one way of doing it. Otherwise, the multiples of 24 is 24, 48, 60, 72, plus another 24 is 96, and so on. For 18 is 18, 36 is 40 is 54, 72, and yes, there we go, there's our overlap. So therefore, the lowest common multiple is 72. Remember that these numbers are fairly small. What if the number was much larger? For you to write multiples, it's going to become an issue. Not so. So the prime numbers would be a better bit to learn how to do. Okay? The next one. The highest common factor. Again, there's two ways of doing this. Either we work out the factors, or we use products of its prime factors. Okay? I'm going to use products of its prime factors first. So 1, 1, 2. The factor is going to be 2. It's going to give you 50. 6, 2, 20, 8, 2, 14, 2, 7, 7, 1. So 1, 1, 2 can be written as 2 to the 4 times 7. When you look at 120. 120. 210, sorry. So to give you 2. 105. 3. 3 goes into 10 how many times? 3 carry 1. 5. Is that correct? Three can't go, but 5 can go. 7 times. 7 goes. So 210 is 2 times 3 times 5 times 7. So for the L, for HCF, the rule is the base must occur in all of it. And we take the lowest. So that base occurs in all, the lowest is 2 to the 1. 7 occur in both, and 7 to the 1. So that's going to give us 7 times 2 is 40. So your highest common factor is 40. Otherwise, you could have used this method here. Since it's factors, we're looking for factors only. So it's 1, 2. Can 3 go into here? No. 4? Yes. 5, 6, 7, 8. 7. 7 goes. 8 can go. 14. Not so. 14. 16. Right, so I think this time coming down. So 14 times 16 is what? What's 14 times 16? It's 24. No. 8 times 14 is 8 times 14 is 32. So 8. What am I doing wrong here? 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 32, 8 in the 1 and 2. So it's the 14 times by 8. So it's 14 times 8. So there's my factor. 7 times 16 is 112. Not so? Right. 4 times what is 112? Sorry? 28, are you sure? Right? So that is 4. 2 times what is 112? Sorry? 56. And 1 times 112. That's the factors. What's the factors of 210? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 6. 7, 10, 14. Okay, let's just find the middle here first. Then we need another one. 15. What is it? 15. So 14 times 15 is 10, 20. That is 7, 0, 4, 1, 2, 1. No. So that is the middle. Not so. So 21. 7 times 30 is 21. You see, everyone has a couple. Unless it's a perfect square. There's one number in the middle. 6 times what is 210? 35, yes? 5 times what is 35? 42, yes? 3 times what? 70. 2 times? 105? And 1 times 2. So what is the highest common factor? These are the common factors. 5, 7, 14. And the biggest is 14, therefore 14. Those that are encircled are your common factors. However, the highest, the biggest one, is 14. What does this tell us? What does this highest common factor tell us? Or what is 14 to this? To this two sets of numbers. Yes? It says that the biggest number that can be divided by, the biggest number that can be divided into 210 and 112 is 14. You understand, without a remainder? You guys understand?
Yes.
Let's look here. What does this lowest common multiple say? 72. The smallest number that 18 and 24 can divide into without a remainder is 72. You guys understand? Why are you so late? Huh? The traffic was late, not you. Alright, let's look at the next one. What do you notice we're using? Prime numbers a lot. Not so?
Yes, sir.
Right. Let's look at the next one. In the next question, they are asked to express 2,196 as products of its prime factors. 2196. The biggest prime, smallest prime number goes in 2. 1, 0, 9, 8. Then 2 goes 5, 4, 9. 3 goes 3 goes 61. No other prime number?
No.
Okay. Yes? Yes? Oh my word. What's wrong with you? Thank you. You with us? Right? People, let's look at 1.5. In question 1.5, they ask you to determine the cube root of. So again, we're going to write 2,744 in products of its prime factors. 2 goes how many times? 1, 3, 7, 2. Is that correct? 2 goes how many times? 6, 8, 6. Correct? Go friend, why are you talking? Would you like to come forward and explain? So don't talk. Right. 2 goes how many times? 3, 4, 3. 4 can't go any longer. 3 goes? 1, 1, 3 can't go. What's your next prime number? Huh? 7. 7 goes? 49. 7 goes? 7. 7 goes? So in other words, the cube root of 2,744 is the same as saying 2 to the exponent 3 times 7 to the exponent 3. Not so? So it's going to simply be 2 to the exponent 3 over 3 times 7 to the exponent 3 over 3. Whatever the root is here, that will be your denominator there. You all agree with that? What is 3 divided by 3? 1. So it's 2 to the 1 times 7 to the 1, which is 14. You all okay with that? Define a composite number. A composite number is a number that has more than 2 factors, or 3 and more factors. Okay? It was now the other than prime, in relation to prime numbers. Right? Complete. So 2a over 3 is equal to what over 6? How do I get from 3 to 6? Times 2. So I must times that also by 2, not so? So I must times that also by 2. And what is 2a times 2? 4a. Not so? So it's going to be 4a on top there. How do I get from 2a to 12a? Times by 6. So I must times 3 also by 6, which gives me 3 times 6 is 18. You will understand. Let's look at the next one. How do I get from 2a to 2b? 2ba. Times it by b. Times it by b. So I will multiply that also by b. Not so? So that's going to give us 3 times b, 3b. How do we get from 3 to 12abc? Times by 4abc. Not so? We do the same on top. Times by 4abc. Which gives us 8 a squared bc. Why b squared? Okay, any confusion? It says determine 3 fractions that lie between 2 over 3 and 3 over 4. 3 fractions that lies between those values. So to find 3 fractions between this, what we do is we will find the LCM first. What's the LCM? 12. So you multiply that by 4, so you get 8. You multiply this by 3, you're going to get 9. That's all. So to find 3 fractions that lie between these fractions, we're going to multiply every number by 4. Okay? If you wanted to find one number between those fractions, I will multiply everything by 2. You wanted to find 2 numbers between those 2 fractions, we multiply everything by 3. Just one more. Can you see that? So if you want to find 3 fractions between it, we'll multiply everything by. So in other words, you're going to get 32 over 48 and 36 over 48. So what are the 3 fractions that lie between that? It's going to be 31 over 48, then 32 over 48, then 33 over 48. Now why 31? Sorry me. Jesus, why did you tell me? It's going to be 33 out of 48. 34 out of 48. 35 out of 48. Okay. The 3 is not the factor, so 3 stays 33 over 48. Here 2 can go into here 17 times. 2 goes into there 24 times. Is there a number that goes into 48 and 35? No? Yes? Can't 3 go into 30? No, it can't. And that is your 3 numbers that can be inserted between those numbers there. Three can go into 48. So 3 goes into here 11 times, 3 go into here 1, 6. 11 over 60. Is that correct? Yes. Right, you all agree? You all understand? Any confusion here? No? Right, question 2. In question 2 we are told, for 3 marks, simplify. So is there anything that needs to be simplified inside that bracket first? No. So what we do, we say what's the cube root of negative 8? Negative 2. X, 3 divided by 3, which is? 1. Not so? Do I have to write it 1 there? No. What's the cube root of 125? 5. Why? 27 over 3 is 9. Any confusion? Okay. Let's look at the next one, 2.2. Do we need to simplify inside that first? No. What's the square root of 225? 15. 15 times 15 is 225. What's the square root of b to the exponent 6? B to the exponent? No, a. So here you go. It will be a to the exponent 3. B to the exponent 2. Any confusion there? No. Let's look at the next one. What are we going to do here? We've got negative the root of 10 all squared. What's going to be done here? What's going to be done here? Write it out twice, not so. So it's going to be negative square root 10 times negative square root 10. What's negative times negative? Positive. What's the square root of 10 times the square root of 10? Square root of 100, yes. What's the square root of 100? 10. Yes. Okay, you all agree with that? All understand? 2.4. Minus ABC plus BAC minus 3CAB. Are they all like or unlike terms? Like. Why? Because it's like. ABC times CBA times BAC is all the same thing. So, what is negative ABC plus BAC? 2. 0. Cancel. Minus 1 plus 1. Same size, both is 1, different signs. Cancel. No? What we left with? Minus 3 ABC. Why you don't write it as minus 3CAB? 3 cap. Huh? Write it in alphabetical. Yes, well done. You all okay with that? Right, let's look at 2.5. In question 2.5, oops. What needs to be done first? The brackets, the exponents need to be sorted out first. So that negative stays negative on the outside. What's negative to the exponent 3? Negative. What is negative to the exponent 105? Negative. Why? Odd. So it would have been even, would have been positive. Okay. So what is 3 cubed? 27. B to the exponent? 3. Times. The brackets stand for multiplication, not so? What is 2 squared? 4. A to the exponent? So what's negative times positive? Negative times negative? Positive times positive? Positive. 27 times 4. 28, 2, 8, 108. Not so? B cubed times A4. A4, B3 or B cubed. Any confusion here? No? 2.6. What needs to be done first here? Huh? What needs to be done first? Multiply out. Get rid of the brackets. Yes. Get rid of the brackets. Let's go. So I'm going to write this in front. Okay? Because what happens many times, the learner multiplies only the negative in and the 2m to the 4 only with the 1, which is wrong. That's going to write it in front. The whole negative 2m4 must be multiplied out. Otherwise, we can multiply that way and this way at the same time, no problem. Okay, just play it safe and do it as I'm doing it. So what do I do now? We multiply out. Okay? So what's negative 2m cubed times 3m squared? Negative 6 m5. What's negative 2m cubed times negative 4m? Positive 8 m4. What's negative 2m4 times negative 2m? Positive 4 m5. Negative 2m4 times negative 1? Negative 2 m4. So what do we do now? Look for the items. Yeah. Alright. So we're going to look for the items, not so? So negative 6m5 plus 4m5. Negative 2m5. You all agree with that? What is 8m4 minus 2m4? Positive 6m4. Any confusion there? (27) What must be done first? Do we have like terms inside the brackets? Yes. Can you see that? So that's going to be negative. What is 3a plus 5a? 8a. So if we got 5 divided by 2, that also can be written as 5 over 2. Not so? So in other words, this is going to be negative 8a divided by negative 2a plus. What's negative 7b plus 4b? Negative 3b over negative 3. So what's negative divided by negative? Positive. 8a over 2a. 4. What's positive times negative? Divided by negative? Positive. Yes, absolutely. A's cancel. Okay. So this is going to be negative divided by negative? Positive. 3 cancels 3. Not so? Answer is B. So it's 4 plus B. You all okay with that? Thank you for correcting that thing. Number 28. How many terms are here? How many terms are here? 1, 2, 2. What separates terms? Plus and minus. Can I separate here? Yes. Can I separate here? Can I separate here? No. Can I separate here? Yes. Can I separate here? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. 4 terms is also known as what? Polynomial. Okay. So we need to simplify terms first. Not so? So you're going to have 5b. What is 3b times negative 2a? Negative 6ab plus 4a. What's minus 3? What? Okay, it's going to be negative 3a times b. It's negative 3ab. So what do I do now? Look for like terms. Is 5b? No. That's on its own. It's only those that makes like terms there. So it's going to be 5b. What is negative 6ab minus 3ab? Negative 9ab plus 4. Any confusion? 3.9. 3.9. What needs to be done first? In pursuit of simplifying it, what do you want to do first? Change this to multiplication, tumble and times. So it's going to be negative 5a4b cubed over 6a squared b5 times 18b4 over 10ab6. Not so? Yes. So what do I do now? Simplify. You didn't have to take it. Simplify. So negative divided by positive is? Negative. Multiplied by a positive is? Negative. Divided by a positive is? Negative. So the ultimate answer in this is going to be negative. So I'm not going to worry about the sign again. Do you sanitize, go? You're on the center. Okay. People, so what do we do now? 5 goes into 5 months, 5 going to 10 twice. 6 going to 6 1, 6 going to 18, 3 times. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 2 is 2. So in other words, it's going to be 3 over 2. The 3 is on top. It will be 3 over 2 and not 2 over 3. Right? You can simplify your variables here, but I choose not to. So a4 times a4b cubed times b4 is a4b7. What is a squared b5 times ab6c? A cubed b11c. So it's negative 3 over 2. Where are there more a's on top or at the bottom? Top. So 4 minus 3, 1. Where's there more b's? Bottom. 11 minus 7, 4. Where's there more c's? Bottom. The c's are only at the bottom. Okay, any issues here? Right, so what's going to happen here? 4 over 1, yes. LCM. What is your LCM here? 3. Between 1 and 3, it's 3. 3 3, 1 can go in 3. So multiply that denominator by 3 and numerator by 3. So it's negative 4y times 3 plus 3 times what is 3? 1. So it's 2y times 1. Not so?
Yes,
so what is negative 4y times 3? Negative 12y plus 2y times 1 over. So what's negative 12y plus 2y? Negative 10y over 3. Okay, you all agree with that? Any confusion? No? I know some of you are saying that I can go from this straight into that. Not so? No? You can do that as well. Okay? But there's a reason why I'm doing this. Because later on in grade 9, is a mistake that recurs all the time that learners are doing. Okay? That's why you'll always see me write that step out first. Okay? In 2.11, sorry? Right, we're going to do until the bell rings now, okay? The 2.11, what needs to be done first? Number 8 times. How many terms are here? 2 terms, yes. What separates terms? Plus and minus is 1, 2 terms. Another word for 2 terms? Binomial. So 9 over 4 plus, that changes to 12 over 8. Now what? Cancel this. 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 12. 4 times. The a's will also cancel. Not so? That is very simple. The reason why I didn't cancel it out here was otherwise it's going to become very messy because there goes 1 and a3 and b cubed. And there's going to be b squared and b squared. That's a bit messy. Okay? That's why you never see me cancel out variables here. If it's in this format. However, this variable is just this one line going through each and it's finished. You guys understand? However, if you wanted to cancel out previously, like I'm doing here, no problem. Okay? So what do we have here? 2 times 4 is? 8. So it's 8 over 1. So what's your LCM here? 4. So multiply this by 1. This by? So 9 times 1 is 9 plus 32. 32 plus 9 is 41. She has no variables here. So here I don't write 9 times 1 and 8 times 4. Once there are variables, then I start writing things like that. Okay? Let's look at 2.12. People, this is what we call a complex fraction. This is a fraction over a fraction. Okay. What does this line here mean? Divide. So in other words, what I should have seen is a over 2 minus a over 3 divided by 3 over 4 plus 1 over 6. People, why am I putting a bracket around there? That must be sorted out first, yes, absolutely. Would it be right if I left the brackets out? No, we penalized. Because why? According to our understanding, this needs to be done first, then that needs to be done, then you must divide it. If you had a over 2 minus a over 3 divided by 3 over 4 plus 1 over 6, then according to BODMAS, that needs to be done first. However, if I put this in a bracket, the bracket is going to be sorted out prior to the fact that you're going to divide afterwards. You guys understand? Right. So what is your LCM in the first bracket? Sorry? 6. So I must multiply this by 3. Let's multiply by 2. So it's going to be 3 times A minus 2 times A divided by what? What's the LCM here? 12. How do we get 12? We look at the biggest denominator, which is 6. Can 4 go into 6? No. The next multiple of 6? 12. Can 4 go into 12? Yes, the 12 shall say. So I must multiply this by 3, which gives us 9. Plus we times this by 2, which gives us 2. Why didn't I change this at this point already to multiplication? You must have one term first. Must be one number after the division before we can tumble n times. Okay? So have one fraction. Right, so at this point we're going to change this to multiplication, tumble n times. So what do we have? 3a minus 2a over 6 times 12 over 11. What's up? What is 3a minus 2a over 6 times 12 over 11? Now what? 6 going to 6 1, 6 going to 12. 2 times a, 2a over 11. Any confusion here, people? No, sir. No, not yet. There's a lot to say. Okay. I need the space. I'm going to take this off here. Let's look at 2.13. What needs to be done first? The brackets, not so? So what's the LCM inside the brackets? 10. What operation is between negative 5a over 9 and the brackets? Multiplication, yes. Multiplication. So there's one of two things I can do. I can either multiply the story in, or I'm going to simplify inside the bracket. Because I can simplify here. Can you see that? So it's in the brackets. So what's the LCM here we said? 10. So I must multiply 5 by 2. So it's going to be 3a times 2. Minus, because there's a minus. Minus. 10 must be multiplied by what? 1. So it's 2a times. Now what do we do? So negative 5a over 9 times. You all agree that dot means times? Yes. Right? I can drop the brackets because it's one term inside the bracket. So it's going to be 10. What is 3a times 2? 6a. Minus negative 2a times 1? 4a. You all agree with 4a? No. The board is not even agreeing with me. That's why it's not writing. Here we go. 2a. Now what? What is 6a minus 2a? 4a. 4a. So it's negative 5a over 9 times 4 over 2. Now what? What's negative times a positive? Negative. Ultimate answer on this? Negative. What can happen now? 5 going to 5, 1, simplify. 5 going to 10. Anything else can simplify? No. Can't the a's cancel? No. Why say yes? Say no. Why not? Yeah, one has to be numerator, one has to be denominator. Both these numerators here can't cancel. So the 2 and the 4 can't anything happen there? 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4. So what is 1 times 2? 2. Over 9 times 1? 9. 8 times 8? You all agree with that? Can be written like that? Or how else can it be written as Negative 2 over 9 next to it. Yes, absolutely. That is equivalent. But it will never be equal to what? Negative 2 over 9 a squared. That will never be equal to this people. No? Never make that mistake. If the variable is in the numerator, it can be written as 1 there. No? Any confusion? No. Okay, we're going to stop here for today. So your homework is going to be the rest of number 2, and I only gave you to number 10. No? So it's going to be 2.11. So the homework is the first paper, page 201. It will be question 2. Where did we stop now?
11.
No, we didn't stop. We did 11. We did 12, 13. No, we did 12. 13. So you must do 2.14. No question. But it's weekend now, no?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for asking for extra work. You do for me? So you guys will do up until question 6. In question 7, it is dealing with ratio and proportion, which we didn't do at this stage yet. We're not covered in all of those things. So on Monday, inshallah, I'm going to answer question 7 in the video as well. So later on, people will be able to view it anyway. Okay? So I'll answer question 7. So don't shout out Monday all the time. We also we didn't do this, and now you didn't. But I'm going to answer it anyway. Right? You guys understand? Enjoy the weekend. Good morning, class.